Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first of the Fairy Diary series that I'm doing for 2025. We did the year of the wood dragon last year from the Chinese zodiac, okay? But I didn't want to do Year of the Snake. I don't know why. It just didn't call to me. But what did call to me were all my fairy decks and the fact that I thought, you know what? I can do a fairy diary series. I'm going to keep it kind of in the same format, but with my beautiful fairy decks, and the fairies have a lot to say as well. So, what I'm going to do, we have 3 piles here. I'm actually going to live give you the card to choose from, okay? So let's get you the card to choose from for pile 1. What do we have? Believe in magic. Love it. Okay, I'm going to read it after, but we have believe in magic. Pile 2. What? Well, I don't like the way those are setting. Let's try this again. Pile 2. We have protect your dreams. And pile 3. So whatever card, whatever artwork, whatever sentence it is, use that to choose your pile. Or maybe you just like to choose by 1, 2, or 3. It's up to you. This is for 3. Magical blessings. Okay, so there we have it, everyone. Pile 1, believe in magic. Pile 2, protect your dreams. And pile 3, magical blessings. So if you feel called to more than one pile, you can watch them all. You can watch 2 of them. It's totally up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. You may find that there are messages in each one for you. A little message here, a little message here, and a little message in that one. Again, use your intuition. Whatever you decide to do, I will see you there. All right. Hello to those of you who chose pile 1 or this card, Believe in Magic. I'm going to read it at the end, but I'm going to set it aside. The actual attribute of the fairies that we're talking about, because there will be 12 different ones, each month for the rest of the year, is magic. Okay? And the thing about magic is there when we believe in it. And I don't know if I read this or where I read it exactly, because I know I didn't come up with it myself. And then I'm like, did Spirit tell me? No, I think I read it somewhere. A wishing well. We stand, we make our wish, we throw our coin into the wishing well, we throw it into the fountain, right? And we believe that in some sort of magic that it's going to show up for us. Right? We believe that somehow a magician is performing magic tricks. So I love that the fact that magic is the attribute of the fairies for this month, and then we have believe in magic, right? Because we can't see magic. It's just there, right? It provides us with maybe comfort in some situations or even hope in some situations. So let's just keep that in mind. What else do I want to say about magic? Well, even think of Santa. We believe in the magic of Santa and Christmas, not the spiritual, religious part of Christmas, but the commercial side of Christmas. You know, there's many forms of magic, you know. So, I mean, there's charms, there's spells, there's supernatural powers, all of those things that we can associate with it. If you believe it, it is there. It's the magic you create for yourself along with the co-conspirator, we'll call it, of spirit, God, source, universe, or whomever it is for you. Magic can happen in your life. So let's get right into this. In what area of your life can you have, or should you try to have, more magic? And we have discovery. Behold the world with new eyes. Well, that's perfect. So when the first thing I want to say about this, okay, I love how that's just popping in quickly. And I'm going to put 4 of Cups here with it. The interesting thing about discovery is when we are out, have you ever just stumbled upon something as though by magic? As though by someone led you there, by magic, by spell, by whatever it is, right? But discovery is when you find things or discover new things. We always say totally by accident. I just stumbled upon it. Let's believe in a magic. You were led there for a reason. You discovered it for a reason. Because there's other times when we discover things, right? And we've set out to look for it. I'm talking about the times when you stumble across something and it does just seem synchronistic. It does just seem serendipitous. It does just seem like, whoa, how did I get here? What a magical time, moment, what a magical discovery. It's being able, so where do they want you to have it? To just have that feeling, to be able to look at things in a different way, behold the world with new eyes. Here we have the Four of Cups. And this card depicts two people sitting there looking a little stubborn, arms crossed, backs against one another. Look, there's no feeling of magic here right now. You could put a magician up doing magic tricks in front of them and they would just be like, no, having none of it. I feel what this is trying to say is if you go through life jaded, with one perspective, with one belief, with this is the way it is and it will never change or can never be anything else, okay? You will miss the magic every time. You may actually even miss discovering things in general, and you most certainly aren't even out looking to discover new things. So you need to uncross those arms, sit side by side, and this could be with another person for you, okay? Pile one, you never know how this is going to show up for different people in different ways. You may be discovering the magic, the new thing in a relationship, or actually finding a new magical relationship, okay? Just be open to it. So what area of your life? Your whole life, but especially when you're out and things just happen, as you might like to say, by coincidence. It wasn't coincidence. It was magic. Okay. So just keep that open mindset. That's where you can bring the magic in more into your life. Now, what could be blocking you from this though? We see these two sitting with their arms crossed and their back to one another. Look, they're just being a little bit bratty and maybe a little bit hateful. That could be blocking it from you. Okay. Now, I'm not calling you bratty and hateful, but you know, we can all have those moments. But let's see what we have for cards. Authenticity. I love it when this card comes out. Oh, in different ways. It comes out in different cards. And the Sun. Okay, you guys. What could be blocking you from this? You're running around not being your true self. You're running around with a mask on. You're running around pretending to be, pretending to act, pretending to move through the world in a way that's not truly or authentically you. They're saying what could be blocking it? That. If you're not your true self, how can you discover and see the world through new eyes? You're too busy with the mask on or rose-colored glasses on, right? You're not looking at things differently or with possibility and a little touch of magic to it. You're too busy trying to be something or hide something that you are or be something that you're not. The sun needs to shine out on this. You need to step out into the sun. You need to take that mask off, throw it away, and let the sun shine on you. Because only then can you see and feel and experience the good things, the magic in your life. But not if you're not being yourself. Not if you're hiding behind the shadows, behind the curtains, and not standing out. You've got to let yourself stand out in center stage here. Look at her hair. It's like the mane of the lion, right? Because Leo rules the fifth house and the sun rules Leo. So it's like she's, I want to say, a lion princess here with a beautiful mane. Show the beautiful mane. Maybe your magic, maybe your true authentic self here, pile one, is you have intuition. You have some gifts that you can show and share. Maybe you're a magician, right? Maybe you're a witch in some way and you love charms and spells and the supernatural and working with those natural forces, but you need to be yourself. You need to let the magic flow through you. Okay, let's talk about how can you be more open to this in your life. Well, this is one way, okay, right? What's blocking you by not allowing it to block you is then a way to open up to it as well. But here we go, guardian angel of the world. Allow yourself to grow with your angel's protective light shining all around you. She's a fairy angel, okay? But allow yourself to grow with your angel's protective light shining all around you. That could be the sun. That is not being afraid to be yourself, because you know that being yourself out in the world, a fairy angel here, okay? A fairy guardian angel here, that you are protected, that they're not going to let anything happen to you that will put you back into hiding behind a mask. Okay, let's get a tarot with it. The King of Swords. All right, here we go. You can step out and be your own guardian angel, fairy angel here, okay? Because you know that by being yourself is where the discovery, the magic happens in your life. Because the King of Swords energy for you to take on is, he is his own leader. He is really smart. He's an intellectual. He's truthful. He takes on the authority in his own life. He's his own leader, and he has mental clarity beyond mental clarity, okay? He is clear about everything. He's clear about who it is that he has. He's clear about what it is that he wants to go out and discover. And he's clear enough in mind and open-minded enough to know that when things happen, that they're happening for a reason. And if it's good, it's some good magic that's coming in for him. He understands that. So allow yourself that. Okay? Love it. Let's talk about, is there a current or upcoming situation, event, person, energy, whatever it may be, that's going to call for a little more magic or challenge this stuff here, right? Bring this challenge back up in some way. Leap of faith. So you need to take a leap of faith. There's going to be, look at that. She is on, that's a spider's web, and they have put a, what do we want to call it here? I'm going to say they've strung a web one line across, okay? It's like Spider-Man shooting it out. And she's willing to take a leap of faith and put all her weight on that spider web. She's not worried that it's going to break because she trusts. There's a little bit of magic in that web, and it's not going to let her down. And if it does, there's like a web net down below. She has total faith that the magic that's been woven into this web is going to keep her safe. But here's a situation. There is going to be something that's going to come up, right? Like a person, whatever it is that comes in, and it's going to ask you in some way to have faith, to trust, to believe. Okay? Let's get a tarot with it. The Six of Swords. It is maybe something that's going to ask you to take a small trip, to move forward in some way, to move away from what it is that you're in now. This this situation, event, or person energy is going to ask you to move away to something better, of course. And you're going to have to take the leap of faith. You're going to have to just trust, okay, that you are protected, that there's a little bit of magic in the web, okay? You're going to trust that your fairy guardian angel is here with you. You got to trust that if you show and be your true self, that you're going to discover a little bit of magic here in all of this. But you have to take the leap of faith, okay? Now, I want to read this card and then we're going to get some tarot. It says, believe in magic. Open your eyes. See, it says, behold the world with new eyes. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in that. Okay, love that message. Here, taking the leap. Believe in yourself. I mean, you know you've got your fairy guardian angel with you. Yes, okay, you're just your guardian angel, but she does look like a fairy too. And, you know, it's all about belief. All I can say is just go back to how when we're children, we believe in Santa and what joy that brings into our lives. So imagine if you believe in a little magic here, the attribute of the fairies for this month, what joy that could bring, what discovery that could bring into your life, being your true self. Okay, let's get some tarot here. We have the Seven of Wands, or the Seven of Spring. Well, I love it right here. Don't be afraid to be yourself. With the Seven of Spring, that is you maybe standing up for yourself, not backing down. You believe in who you are and what it is you believe, and you're okay. You're not trying to push it down on other people, but you're okay to voice it for yourself. It's being the true you. I'm going to read this as well. It says, be assertive. Okay, don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. That's what the Seven of Spring or the Seven of Wands is. Okay, I'm going to put it right here. Because, and that's in any area here, okay? Even when you're taking the leap of faith, you don't back down. You've taken the leap of faith. You've got to follow it all the way through. You don't stop halfway through, jump off and go, no, that's it, I'm done. Well, sometimes we do that. Okay, I'm going to say sometimes we do that. But in this case, they're saying no, don't do that. Okay, let's get another here. Pile one. Let's see what else the fairies have to say about magic for you. The Ace of Spring. Well, that is a new beginning. That is a new passionate, inspired beginning. That's believing that this new beginning, that there is growth, that there's growth potential, that there's new opportunities to be had. Right? Spring's when everything comes to life again. And that's what this is. It says it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities even. Okay, so we have that card. Let's get one more. These cards are all very slippery and they don't want to stay in place. Okay, one more for you. Yeah, it's a new beginning. Believing in magic is a new beginning for you, okay? So take the chance, but also you can take the messages that I'm reading from the cards here as well. The Six of Summer, or the Six of Cups. I love that too. I always like to say when we're talking about this, like I said, when you were a little kid and you believed in Santa, the Tooth Fairy, whoever it may have been, okay? What happiness, joy, magic that brought into your life. Remember that. That's what the Six of Cups is, that nostalgia. It says children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. That may resonate with some of you. In the context to what we've been talking about right here with the Six of Cups, this is going back to when you were a child, okay? Remembering back to what it felt like to believe in that magic. You can have it as an adult too. Okay, pile one, thank you for being here. Check out another pile if you like. Make sure you check out some of my other readings, okay? Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I drop a video. Please hit the like button. Maybe you like the way I read. Maybe you like the message. It could be one part of these different messages for you that really resonated. Maybe you just feel it's a good message and you're thankful to Spirit for bringing it through, and I was the one who brought it through for them. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you feel someone may need to hear this, then please share it with them, okay? Thank you again, and I'll see you in my next reading or in one of the other piles. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2 or this Protect Your Dreams card. I'm going to read it towards the middle to end of the reading, okay? Right here we have all of the tarot and oracle. I'm going to be doing live tarot at the end as well, okay? But we're doing this fairy diary series the same as we did the dragon diaries, the same format, all right? Same questioning. We're looking at one of the attributes of the fairies. There will be 12 over the next 12 months, right? One each month. We're looking at magic. What I want to talk about just before we pull the cards is magic is there when we believe it. I'm using wishing well, not sure. I said it didn't come from Spirit, I don't think. I must have read it somewhere along the way. Think of a wishing well. We throw a coin into a wishing well, into a fountain, right? And we believe that the magic of we wished for it, it's going to happen. It's hopeful, right? It comforts us sometimes. It can even give us a sense of meaning and purpose, believing in magic. It's like those magical moments. Wasn't it the magical world of Disney even? It can be literally magicians performing magic tricks. It's amazing and it makes you feel good and you're just like in awe. How did that happen? It can even be, if you want to look at it from we'll call it the witchy perspective or a witch perspective, charms, spells, the supernatural, right? Working with natural forces and energies. It can be whatever it means to you. Okay, so that's the attribute we're looking at. So in what area of your life can you or should you try to bring in or have more magic? And we have inspiration. Be open to a world of endless possibilities. Well, right there. That's what magic is. Okay, let me get the tarot that goes with it too. Six of Pentacles. If you believe, okay, inspiration, right? Being open to a world of endless possibilities, like there is growth, there is potential, there are opportunities, there's success and abundance and all of those things to be had. And you're inspired to head out. And, you know, you kind of, you've been the little page of whatever element it is, okay? The fairy of whatever element. You are inspired. You're now moving into the night where you're going to take the action, okay? Here's the thing. If you allow magic to run this, to run your dreams, your inspiration, your intuitive hits, you believe in it, right? You believe that it can be meaningful and have a purpose. You believe in the hope of the magic when you start out or even are dreaming up and thinking about creatively these different inspirations, because it can be in any area of your life. If you believe in the magic, if you work with Spirit, God, Source, Universe, or whomever, look, you're not only going to have enough for yourself, the magic's going to bring enough for you to share with other people. Look at her sitting here. Now, I think that is a rat of some sort. But there she is, or yeah, I think it's a rat. Well, I don't really know. It's pretty big. But whatever it is, look, she says, look at all the pentacles, but look at all the abundance around too. She's like, here you go. Have some of this. I've got more than enough. When you believe that you are capable, you will set out to fully inspired, taking action with enthusiasm and passion and all the rest of it. And Spirit sees that, and you're talking to Spirit and asking them to help you. There will be plenty. Okay? That's why you need to bring that into your life, that belief in magic. You may not be able to see it, but you can certainly believe it. I talk about Santa. I talked about in pile 1, the Tooth Fairy, right? How much joy did it bring you to believe in Santa, and then those presents would come, or present, okay? It's different for everyone. How much excitement did you have when you put your tooth under the pillow? And back in my day, it was a quarter. But now it's like, I think kids now are scoring $10 and $20, which is just craziness. But hey, whatever. Yeah. How excited. You believed in the magic. It's that wonderful world of Disney. We just believe in the magic. And Tinkerbell, the fairy who comes out and waves her wand and all those stars go around, okay? That's why you need to bring it back into your life. Now, what could be blocking you from this? What could be blocking you? Beauty. Oh, okay. That's different. Not being able to see the beauty in things, or to see the beauty in what magic can bring. Let's get a tarot. 9 of Cups. Okay. Got it. Okay. Not believing that, because the 9 of Cups I always think of as emotional fulfillment. She's looking in the mirror. What's blocking you is you do not believe that you are deserving of the good things. Okay? You don't believe that you are deserving of seeing the beauty of the magic, or beauty in anything. You don't even see it in yourself, is what I want to say. What could be blocking you is, instead of trying to fill those cups for yourself, there's another person here. Maybe you're somehow trying to fill the cups of someone else. And if you're trying, and not that there's anything wrong with wanting other people to be happy too. Of course we do, but not when it's at the expense of your own beauty and happiness and magic. It's almost like you're spending all your magic on someone else and leaving none for you. You're only seeing the beauty in other people, not in yourself. I think like that's what's blocking you. It's doing for others and not seeing it in yourself, or that you're deserving to have it for yourself. Okay, pile 2, let's keep going. How can you be more open to this in your life? And we have the guardian angel of winter. Your time is often taken up with problems that belong to others. Use your wisdom and the angelic energy to prioritize your own needs. I call these the fairy angels, okay? But how interesting. Your time is often taken up with the problems that belong to others. Use your wisdom and the angelic energy to prioritize your own needs. Look, I made these piles days ago. I've been doing other readings. I totally forget when what cards are in here. Thank you, Spirit, for that message, and thank you for backing it up with this card. Okay, moving forward. But yeah, when you start doing for yourself and prioritizing yourself, that you deserve and are deserving of the beauty and the magic in your own life, that you don't just have to do it for other people, bingo, you've won. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the feeling of lack. And you may feel that because look, the baskets are tipped over. Where's it up here? Here, oh, here she is. It's the same girl. Oh, wow. That was her. Oh, that was her before, but I want to say it's like her after now, okay? There she was with plenty, and now here it's all gone. And I feel that's because she's given it away. She's given it away. Up here, it's a good thing, right? But I mean, you know, let's read the artwork on the cards as well. She's given it away. And now, once you empty your own cups, there's nothing to give. You can't give from an empty cup. So being more open to this, you need to realize that your wisdom should be used towards prioritizing yourself. Doesn't mean you still can't help others out and share with others, but you first. You know, what do they say in the airplane? You put the mask on yourself first so that you can help others. Same thing here. You fill your own cups and energy first and believe in yourself and that you're deserving, and then in turn you can help other people. Is there a current or upcoming situation, event, person, or energy that may call on you to have more magic in your life, or to use that magic in a more better or more useful way, or challenge you in some way with it? We have assurance. Oh, okay. There's going to be a situation that's going to come up that is going to have you, well, you know what, maybe just this one more time, I'm gonna fill his cups or her cups or their cups, and, you know, I'm gonna take care of them first. They deserve it more than I do. Okay? That's going to be the challenge that's going to come up. It's going to be something that maybe we're talking emotions here, that's going to pull, okay, look at this, the Lover's card, at your heartstrings. Okay? It could have something to do with a significant other in some way. And that can be romantic to platonic, because the Lovers, it doesn't just mean romantic relationships. It's someone that you have a very deep connection with, that you just feel like this is meant to be. I feel you on a deep, deep level. I'm going to describe it like that. And you may feel that. And that's where the challenge comes in here, okay? That's where the challenge comes in, because what you need to remember is, in order for you, I have no idea what kind of tree this is, but I'm going to call it an oak, because oak is strong. In order for you to be this strong, well-rooted into the ground, into reality, standing your feet on the ground, not all lofty up in the air somewhere, in order for you, assurance is like, you know, I want to assure that that can continue on forever and ever. That's what's coming into my head. It's almost like, in order for you to be able to still give a little bit to other people forever and ever, because I feel like, you know what, pile 2, that may be the person that you are. You like to share and care and nurture for others too. But in order for your roots to stay strong in the ground, for you to grow and expand, you have to take care of yourself first. And that is what's going to come up. It's going to come up around, oh, but it's going to be an oh, but. Darn, I can do it one last time, whatever it may be. And maybe you do help them, but not to the point where you drain everything from yourself. Okay, that is the main message. We have protect your dreams here. Okay, and I love this inspiration. Be open to a world of endless possibilities, your dreams, your wishes, your hopes. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. You keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Again, I almost feel, it's like filling up the cups, filling up that heart space. You go after what it is that you want. You do not put yourself on the back burner for other people. You keep your hopes and dreams and wishes and energy, because look at the light there, the energy, you keep it to yourself and use it for yourself. And only when you're ready, you're full, it's like a fully charged battery, do you head out and then start to try to help others. Okay, let's get some tarot here before we end. And that one just came out. Let's get 2 more. I hope that this is resonating with you in some way. It could be one of the messages. It could be one of the cards. It could be all of them tying in, okay? But you just take what fits for you. Maybe you've been hearing something similar to this in other readings. That happens a lot. I know I watch other readings, and it certainly helps. Look, that Lover's card just come out again, everybody. And the King of Cups, King of Summer, all about the emotions. Guess what he is? I'm going to say it right now. Okay, I'm going to flip that card. 8 of Winter. Okay, right here, right now with the King of Cups, he is, before I read this, emotionally balanced and wise and calm. He's not rushing out, expending a whole bunch of energy and just going all willy-nilly. He's making smart, wise decisions, but he's doing it from an emotionally balanced place, which means his cups are not empty. They are full, but they're not spilling, okay? He's balanced. What does it say here? Honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. And I believe, pile 2, you were all of those things, okay? And that's what makes you want to give to others. And even has you telling yourself that, well, they're more deserving than me. Look, I'm blessed in all these ways. They're more deserving than me. But we're talking about on an emotional energy level here, okay? It says, a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. What's on these cards could also mean something to you and resonate with you in some way, and that could be why you came to this pile, all right? But I really want to say, in the context to this reading, for the others, this is about you being balanced and taking on that King of Cups energy. Now let's talk about the Lover's card again. Showing marriage here, okay? But true love that is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart. Yes, because you feel a connection to it. It feels right. It feels good. It could be choices you make. It could be that person, not necessarily romantic or marriage, okay? The Lovers can also represent a return to good health. That may be a message for someone. But just keep that in mind. It should just feel like there should be no question. It's just like, oh, that feels good. This feels right. Okay? Because you know when you're giving to others and you're starting to get depleted, even though it's bringing you joy and you're doing it for the right reasons and it feels good, but you know when it's depleting you. Okay, we have 8 of Winter, or the 8 of Swords. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. It's putting yourself in your own self-imposed prison. And here, thinking you're powerless when you're not, just meaning, well, you know what, these people, this person, whatever the situation you're giving your energy to, it needs it so bad at my own expense. I don't have the power to say no because, oh, this needs to happen. But again, the part of the message here is you're depleting yourself, and that's not good, right? Because you do have what it takes. You just need to believe and to be strong enough and confident enough in yourself that you can say no when you need to say no, or I can't just keep giving. So in other words, you maybe need to say no so that you can replenish. Okay. There you go, pile 2. This is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that somehow in here, something has resonated for you. Remember, if it didn't, you can go check out a couple of the other piles, 1 or 2, right? Or both, whatever. It's up to you. You may find something in there. I also want to let you know, please, it's a new year. Let's get my subscription count up, okay? So if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, the cards, the way I read, the message, if you know someone who does deplete themselves and needs to hear this, share it with them. But hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll see you in one of my other readings or in one of the other piles. Thank you, pile 2. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3, okay, or this Magical Blessings cards. I'm going to set it aside. I'll read it towards the end of this set of cards here, and I'm going to do more tarot as well. But what I want to say here, we are talking about the attribute of the fairies, the attribute being magic, okay? Is there magic around you? Do you believe in it? Do you believe in magical moments? Do you believe that magic can bring a sense of meaning or purpose to your life, or even comfort or hope into your life? You can think of magic as in literal magicians and just the awe and wonder, because you're like, how are they doing that trick? You can think of it as in witches with charms and spells and supernatural powers and working with the natural energy and forces of earth, okay? And of the ethereal realm. All right. But magic is there when you believe in it. Okay. And I always bring up Santa and the Tooth Fairy, because think of the joy that we had as children believing in the Tooth Fairy, believing in Santa Claus. Okay. And the magic that brought into our lives. And that's what we're talking about here, believing in that magic. And there's also, again, as we go through this, because I'm using the same format as I did for the Dragon Diaries, just going through, and there's advice and guidance in here as well. But let's talk about in what area of your life can you or should you have more magic or allow it in for whatever reason. Karma. Karma is a universal teacher, sending forth lessons from the past and the present. Okay. With the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, I like that. The first thing that I want to say, we're saying in what area karma. Karma isn't the old, oh, somebody, looks at you sideways or spits on you sideways, whatever you want to say or call it. And you're like, you're going to get your karma. Okay, probably not over that. All right. But here's the deal. Karma can mean many different things. Usually it is about action and consequence, right? Cause and effect, but on a much larger scale. Not the person who just gossiped behind your back about something foolish that's so not true and not even important, but you're just mad because they did it. That kind of stuff, I want to say not so much. We're talking big picture here, okay? The people that have really seriously wronged you in some way, or you doing it to someone. I'm going to leave it there. There's, we could go on about karma for days, but here's what I want to say. If we're all getting along, if we're all working well together, if we're willing to learn from others and have others learn from us, we shouldn't have to worry about karma too much. Why? Because we're not out hurting other people. We're not taking from other people. We're not mistreating or abusing people. We're actually getting along, working together, and being helpful to one another. That's the magic, okay? That's the magic pill, if we want to call it here, is if you want to avoid bad karma in your life and in your future lives, you may want, because sometimes we're bringing it in from other lifetimes as well. And sometimes it isn't even ours personally. It just belongs to our ancestry. Okay. Again, another whole big topic, but just for our intents and purposes here, if you want to avoid the karma, the drama, the payback, however you want to think of it, but again, not in those petty ways, then you know what? Then let's just be good, decent human beings towards one another, work together, get along, and learn from each other. And we won't have to worry about that. And that's the magic pill. I feel like this is a magic pill for some reason. Pile 3, okay? Now, but you need to bring those pills into your life. That's what I'm going to say, and take them so that you avoid this, okay? Now, let's talk about what could be blocking you from this. What's blocking you from just getting along with everyone and just living a good life and doing good for yourself? What's blocking you? Because that's bringing in the good karma, right? That's what I said. You don't have to worry about it if that's the way you're living and being. But what's blocking you from that? Why do you feel like you need to be only attracting in the bad karma, or that you brought it with you from past lifetimes, or you'll take it with you into your future lifetimes? It's really looking about, I want to say, I'm going to just say the golden rule: do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Again, I'm not talking karma here in the pettiness, like karma's a bitch and then you die. It's not, sorry, I get so whiny about it, but it's just not that, okay? I mean, in the definition, could it be that too? Yes, but in the big scheme of things and big picture, it's not. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it. But let's talk about what could be blocking you from it. Luck. Okay. With the star. Oh, okay. What's blocking you from... Okay, it's everything I've just been talking about. See, I knew I was off on a tangent for a reason. What's blocking you from just having this peaceful existence where you're just attracted in the good all around, karma and everything else, is the belief that it's not meant for you. You don't have a shining star. You don't have a lucky star. You don't have any luck at all. That's why all this, okay, here I am. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but please bear with me. It's almost like, because they're making me feel it, right? Oh, poor me. Only bad stuff happens to me. Why does all the bad stuff happen to me? Why would I be the good person? Only bad happens to me. People treat me like crap. People are always doing stuff to me, and they want me to be the bigger person. It's the thought process of just that feeling of, but why me? You're the victim. Now, this is going to resonate with people in different ways. But if you're here, you're here for a reason, whether it's this message, this one, it could be one of the others. So stick with me until we get to the end. But with the star card here, because the star is about your hopes, your wishes, right? Being inspired, taking inspired action, being in flow, believing that you deserve good things in your life, okay? Having faith that spirit is going to bring good into your life. What I was talking about is the person who doesn't believe any of that. They don't believe that spirit has their back or that they're going to bring good in. And it's almost like attracting in that with that negative outlook and negative. I want to say it's like a movie that's playing over and over, or, like a podcast. You're just hearing it over and over in your head. And that's what you end up attracting in. That's what I think is blocking you from this. There's some sort of something on a loop that's telling you they don't have my hopes and dreams and wishes at heart. They don't care about me. Look, they just keep bringing bad to me. But you're not looking at yourself in any way, and you're not believing that you can turn it around into, let's all work together. Let's share our common experiences and learn from them. Okay. Now, let's go on to how can you be more open to this in your life. Pile 3, it is doable. And we all get into these little funks, but sometimes what I want to say is these little funks, for some of us, if we can snap ourselves back out of them pretty quickly, that's good. But for some of us, okay, because even me in the past, and it doesn't mean this happens all the time, although for some people watching this, it's a constant way of being. You can't get yourself back out of the funk or out of that way of thinking. You believe the loop that's being played, what's on the loop. Now, how can you be more open? We have My Little Rosebud. Well, babies, just the sheer innocence and joy. And guess what? They aren't jaded about anything because they don't know. And they're just happy to be here. Their needs are very basic. If we could just go back to think like that, well, my needs are very basic. What do I actually need to be happy? Nothing. That's a choice. Even if you have nothing, even if you're on your last legs, you know, maybe you're losing your place to live. Maybe you've just lost a job. That's horrible and devastating, but it doesn't mean that you still can't be happy. I know that's a tall order, but it's what's coming through. Let me read here. Do not allow other people's thinking to influence your own decisions, right? Babies aren't jaded. They don't know any better. Even if you tried to tell them, right? They have no idea what you're talking about. So they don't let it influence them. Oh, or hang on. What if you were screaming and yelling at that baby? That does influence them. So it's not other people's thinking. It would also be the way other people are treating you, because it would scare that little baby and they would start to cry. They wouldn't necessarily know why. They would just feel that negative energy, right? Realize that you have the power to do many things. Okay. So you have it in you, pile 3, to make the changes. Look, we have temperance. You have the ability to bring things into balance where bad isn't always coming to you, because Spirit's not bringing that to you on purpose. Not the little things. I'm talking about the little things. I'm talking about the little five of wands things, the bee in your soda, the ant at your picnic, just the little things that drive you crazy and are just not good for you. The arguments, the petty disputes, that kind of stuff. That's what I feel like we're talking about here. And we should be looking at it as big picture, but we're in. I don't have the 5 of swords here, but that's what I feel like I need to go to that area. That's the kind of energy we're sitting in, just the small petty battles and picking and poking and prodding and fighting and arguing, right? It affects people, but we don't want to let the way people treat us or the way they think influence us. We are our own person. And if we want to have peace and harmony and balance and flow in our life and just things running smoothly here with the temperance card, being evenly tempered, okay? We could say it like that. Then that's the choice we need to make. And that's how you are open to these things changing, bringing more magic and love and kindness and peace and harmony in, right? What's blocking you from this? It's this that's going to help change your thought process and that what's on that continuous loop. Now, let's talk about is there a current event or upcoming situation or person or energy that's going to call for more magic in your life or challenge it in some way? Because this isn't living in magic. This isn't believing in the hope, in the inspiration, in the fact that magic can have meaning and purpose in your life. Or just think back again to the feeling of Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy and how that made you feel. Okay? Or anything like that when you want to talk of magic, or how going to a magic show makes you feel. If you were to go see David Copperfield, how would you walk out of that theater feeling like, just like, holy crap, how does he do that? That's so amazing. You would feel good. You would feel like Lady Fairy Luck was on your side instead of the opposite. Okay, so let's look at this intuition. Okay, with the 2 of Wands. Oh, the 2 of Wands is making a plan. I like that. Look at the 2 of them sitting there. What is he doing? Are they shaking hands? It looks like. It's like they've made a deal. They're like, all right, this is what we're going to do. Oh, it's making a choice. All right, this is what we're going to do. But hang on. We're talking about something that's going to come up or current. Okay, there's something that's going to come up where someone is going to want to make that deal with you. Okay, it doesn't have to be a business deal. All right, it can be in any area of your life. And you're going to be like, oh, well, this feels, use your intuition. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel lucky? Does it make you feel like everybody's working together and doing what's best for everyone involved? Does it feel balanced and peaceful and harmonious? And does it feel like just a newborn baby that isn't jaded and doesn't have rose-colored glasses on? And does it feel like the star here, like, oh, this could really be my hopes and dreams and wishes coming true? I feel like whatever this is that a situation or someone's going to bring the energy into your direction is going to, they're going to want to make a deal, but you only make it if you feel all of the positivity in these cards that we've been talking about. If there is anything that feels a little bit off, if there is anything that doesn't feel peaceful or harmonious, or that people are going to work together for the good of everyone involved, you may want to, doesn't mean you don't accept it. You just don't accept it right away. You may want to do a little more digging or a little more research into it before you make the deal. Okay? Before you move forward with it. Use your intuition. What does your gut say? What does your heart say? I really would like if you were using your logic and rational thought and your intuition together, because that's when you're at your strongest. You're thinking clearly, you're clear about it, and you're hearing and feeling your intuition about it. And it's all working together. It's giving you the same answer or outcome. That's when you know it's solid for sure. But you don't allow your emotions to get overly emotional about it, and you don't allow your thoughts to get overly egoic about it, okay? They've got to work together. All right, let's look at this. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Okay. Yeah. Yes, everyone involved. It should be good for you and the other people involved. Okay? Love it. It should be magical blessings all around. A blessing for you. A blessing for you, right? Let's get some tarot here before we go for more advice, guidance, clarification, confirmation. If you like these cards, if you're liking this message, maybe even just a portion of it, if you know someone who needs to hear it, you can share it with them. But please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And if you know someone who may need to hear it, please share it with them. We have the Five of Winter. The Five of Swords. That is walking away. And you're not the winner. You think you're the winner, but you're not the winner. Look, two people are walking away, and he's kind of standing there like, well, I won that. But does he look really happy? Not really. Not really. He just wanted to win at all costs, and it cost him two people. So, is it better to work with everyone here? Is it better to try to be harmonious, peaceful, and balanced? Yes, because you don't know who you might lose. And you're going to blame it on, oh, the universe is just giving me bad karma. No, that was made from a decision that you may have made or will make that is going to cause you to lose people. Now, what does it say here? Walk away from dishonest associations. Ooh, kind of down here we could say, because I want to read what's on here as well, okay? Because if it isn't good for everyone, you know, if there's a little niggle in you that goes, oh, something doesn't feel quite balanced or harmonious or whatever about this, trust it. Realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. I feel like it's really coming down to here, right? Don't take the deal just because you want to win at all costs, I'm going to say. You take it because it feels good. It's what you know that you need, not what you want, okay? All right, let's get another. This one's a little heavier, pile 3. You got the heavier pile, but you know what? Like I said, it could be one thing in here that helps you. 9 of Autumn. Well, I like that because the 9 of Pentacles normally for me is all about you made a decision, you started working on it, you put the work into it, okay? You put the work into yourself, however you want to describe it, and you were successful. You Doesn't mean you didn't maybe get some help along the way or some advice or guidance. Sure, absolutely. And up here, they want you to work well with other people and learn from other people. But in the end, you took the initiative. You did. You made the choice. We're all responsible first for ourselves. Okay? So let's read the card though. Reward yourself for all your hard work. Being happily and successfully self-employed could be a message for someone. Cherishing your time alone. Okay, could be a message for someone in there. But yeah, this is the reward for all the hard work. You did it. You accomplished it. Whether it brings you in abundance, money, whatever, good relationships, whatever it is, you did it on your own because you chose to take the steps to move forward. Okay, let's get one more, pile 3. I'm feeling kind of bad because, not bad, but I'm like, oh, geez, maybe you might want to go back and watch one of the other piles too. But let me say this. Don't ignore this pile just because you don't like the message, okay? Somebody might need to hear that. I know sometimes when I watch my own readings, sometimes I'm listening and I'm like, I don't like this message, but I know it's true. It's one of those things. Ace of Spring. Aces are new beginnings. So I love this right away. Ace of Spring. It's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities could very well be it. But I also want to say about the Ace of Spring, it is knowing that there is room for growth in your life, that there is room for potential in your life. There is room for new opportunities and new ways of doing things in your life. You just need to get inspired to take or start off on this new beginning. To accept, okay, there's a new beginning here. I want to, I want to be the Fool card. I want to, I want to take the chance. That's what this is. So pile 3, again, a bit of a heavier message. You may need to listen to it a couple times. Again, it may just be a card here or there that resonates for you, or it could be the message, as I say, in its entirety. But thank you for being here. I will see you in some of my other readings, or I may see you in one of the other piles. Take care. Thanks.